there, Marilyn here with Cotton and Chocolate, and I'm excited to announce Saturday Sampler for 2022. And the name of the quilt is called Plum Fusion, and you can see how beautiful it is. And it's a big quilt. It's 108 by 108, but beautiful blocks set in a big square center, and then some blocks on the outside set on point. So I'll tell you a little bit about the quilt, or a lot about the quilt actually, to get you really excited. I love the quilt. It's, as I said, 108 by 108. I'll tell you a little bit about an option if you want to make it smaller. It's 8.5 yards of fabric, but it will be spread out over 12 months. And we have a couple of options for you. So again, it will be generally the first Saturday of every month, but we'll be announcing the dates as we go, quarter by quarter, like we usually do. We have 2 in-house sessions that at 10 or 11 on those Saturdays. And I will be doing my regular videos that I do, 2 videos every month, one that will show you about cutting or tell you about cutting, and the other one that I'll have demos of how I do the blocks and make the blocks that you can work along with me. And then I always will have class demos at the shop. So that will be happening every month, all year long, so that we'll work through the quilt together and help you piece. Also, we have 2 options. We have an in-person option, which means that you have to show up every month, you have to show us what you make, and then you get your next block. And if you don't do it, then you have to pay a $10 extra fee. If you do it, then you get your block. We also have what we call a flexi option, and that's what we had all this past year. I don't care if you come or not. Just after that Saturday, you either come pick up your block or we will mail it to you for an additional mailing fee, okay? So how much does it cost? Well, the in-person option is, how much is it? It is something. It is something.
166.
It is 166, and the flexi option is 186. And then also what we're offering is an oops kit. What is that? There's 12 fabrics, and it's a fat quarter of all 12 of those fabrics, so it's 3 yards, and it costs something else.
$34.95.
$34.95, and that's a discount off of the regular 3 yards. So you would sign up for that also, okay? Is it a deposit? Nope, you got to pay the fee up front, and we're starting now, and we have a limit of about 100 people. Okay, so people are already starting to sign up. We started yesterday, so whenever you see that yesterday, okay, November 13th. All right, so you got to think about it, and you got to start signing up. So what do I use? What are the tools? Well, if you've been working with me for a while, you realize that I use the wing clipper, I use the block lock, and I like the 6.5 inch. And I use a folded corner clipper, and I do use those all the way through here. But also what I'm using this year is the Tucker trimmer by Deb Tucker, Tucker Trimmer 1, because it's helping with all of the hourglass that you see throughout these inner blocks. Okay, so you can elect to use those tools or not. It helps me tremendously, and I do demo all the way through how those tools work. And I get really accurate piecing. So if you're newer to piecing, I'll show you how to get really good points all the way through. And if you're experienced, you can work along with me. Okay, so that's Saturday Sampler for 2022. If you have questions, you can pop me an email at Cotton and Chocolate. Go to our website and we'll take you to the contact list, and you can shoot me off an email, and I'd be happy to answer it personally and walk you through if you have any questions. We are offering backing, and it's, I think, 9.75 yards, close to 10 yards. We'll be showing you when we get the fabrics in, and we'll be taking orders, and you do get a discount. So for this price that we're offering, which is highly discounted, it's barely above our cost. So that's what we do for Saturday Sampler. You can only sign up once. We're starting in January. It's just above our cost. That's this one time in the year. Okay, it includes the top, it includes the binding, and it includes the $26 pattern. Oh, so you wanted to know if you don't want it 108. Let me show you. So you can stop right here. If you stop here, and I don't know if Jerry can kind of show you, if you looked sideways, you wouldn't put it on point, but if you stopped right here, this square, that stops at 76. You could stop there. You could, if you wanted a little bit bigger than 76 and you don't want it square, you could add some borders out there, and you could stop that quilt there, because these right here are the add-on pieces that put it on point. These section here, and you don't have to add that. So that would stop the quilt at 76. You could add a few more borders if you wanted a little bit bigger. However, we give you the full kit. We can't do a separate kit for people that want it smaller. You get the whole shebang, and then you'll have these fabrics on the outside. You can make an additional quilt. You could piece those for the backing. You can make pillow shams. You could do whatever you would like. And we've had people do that the last few years. If they want a smaller quilt, and make bonus quilts and give those away or donate them or whatever you would like. So you can keep that in mind if you want something smaller. That's your other option. Okay, we hope to see you next year. Thanks for supporting the shop, and start signing up. Thanks.